Today I want to talk about Cinderella, which is not a love story, but a people-pleasing story. I know, sounds weird, but hear me out. I mean, look at Cinderella. She worked herself to the bone, she stayed quiet, and she waited to be chosen. Does that sound familiar, people-pleasing folk over there? Yes, I think so. Let's talk about what her story really teaches us and how to break the spell. Hi, I'm Jen, also known as the Witch of 1,000 Faces. I help sensitive souls to stop living as the caretaker, the people pleaser, or the quiet achiever, because I was all of them. For years, I thought love had to be earned through being nice, helpful, quiet, invisible. Until I realized that's not love, that's self-erasure. Now I teach others to step out of survival roles and into empowering ones, using stories, archetypes, and roleplay. When we take a closer look at Cinderella's life, it is the perfect people-pleaser loop. She's overworked because she tries to please her stepmother and her two stepsisters. She stays in silence and endurance. She never speaks up. She never gets annoyed. She never screams. She always endures, no matter how mean her stepmother and her stepsisters are. And that is people-pleasing par excellence. Maybe she has a motive, like most people-pleasers have. A motive maybe would be, if I'm just good enough, people will love me. But mostly, this work people-pleasers put into others to take care of the comfort zones of others is taken for granted. So, people-pleasing feels kind, but in truth, it's a survival mask. And people-pleasing is not about love, and Cinderella is not about love. This behavior she shows us is about safety. And I think most of us can relate. The problem is that this behavior keeps you, as the people-pleaser, trapped in someone else's story. You're the serving side character and not the main character of your own life. How often have you done that? Stayed quiet just to keep the peace? Smile when something was not funny? Help others when you were tired and just wanted to go to bed? How long have you let yourself be humiliated? How long have you made yourself smaller than you really are? How long have you been afraid? In Cinderella's story, a fairy godmother shows up. We have sparkles, we have magic, we have gowns, we have white horses. But you know what? The true magic is that she has the courage to show up at this party as who she's really are. A princess, a woman of power who can stand tall and say, look at me, this is who I am, deal with it. I am here, I take up space. I will dance in front of all the other people with the prince because I am here and I want to do this and it feels right and it's my right to do things that feel good. This moment, this transformational, magical moment, is the moment she dares to imagine more for herself. We don't need a fairy godmother in this world. We can achieve what Cinderella did by shadow work. When we do this inner work using archetypes, roleplay, and reflection, this is our godmother fairy tale moment. We can try on new versions of ourselves if we dare to look what's inside of us and how we can transform it so that it suits us, so that it serves us and not other people, so that it makes us feel better and enables us to live a healthier and fulfilled life. You can play around with what you find inside. It's like slipping into a wonderful gown you've never tried on before because you thought, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this. But you can, just to see how it feels like. And if it feels good, you can leave it on. You can use it as an accessoire for your day-to-day life. Something you wear not just once, but more often, when it suits you. I want to make one thing clear. Masks and roles aren't bad. They are not bad. Never. They are just used in ways that do not help us. Think about it. You play the role of the good daughter, but you could also play the role of the empowered woman that's totally in balance, fine with everything about herself. Roles and masks can be tools. They can shield you, and that's why we step into the people-pleasing role, because they protect us. It's the idea of being safe when I'm subservient and when I contour to please other people. They won't harm me. They might even like me. But then this role is not good for you, because you have to bend over backwards and cannot be who you really are just to please another person. So the key is to choose the role or the mask that serves you and not other people. I'd like to give you 3 steps so that we can be a little more like Cinderella and step out of the people-pleasing into our princess era, aka empowered soul era. First, notice when you're people-pleasing. This sounds trivial, but hear me out. This pause can save your life, so to speak. When you pause, ask yourself, am I doing X, Y, Z because I want to do it? Or am I doing it because I am afraid that something bad will happen, or that they don't like me anymore, or something like that? And when you have found the answer, act accordingly. Act accordingly means when you're doing something because you're afraid, stop it. That's not right. Second, reclaim small acts of autonomy. Say no to something tiny. Speak one of your preferences out loud. Say what you would like to do, or what you would like to eat, or something like that. Remember that every no is a spell of self-trust. What does that mean? When you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you say yes to yourself. Practice these little steps daily so that they become a routine. And when you have mastered those tiny steps, you can go further on your journey to put away the people-pleasing role. One way to boost your self-confidence is to step into your Cinderella moment and do it consciously. It has a lot to do with posture and how we carry ourselves. For example, when you dress up, do it for yourself, not for others. Walk taller, stand taller, be playful. Remember, you don't need to earn the permission to shine. In fact, when you shine, you maybe allow another person that sees how you shine, that they are allowed to shine too. You light their fire just by showing yours. Dress, posture, attitude, anything can remind you that you are worthy. This is how you turn the old story into a new archetype. An archetype or character or figure, however you want to call it, that serves you. You step out of the people pleaser and become the powerful person. All it takes is that you take a look inside and ask yourself, what do I want from life? Who am I and who do I want to be? And how can I get there? What do I need to leave behind, and what must be incorporated, traits and facets I have put away for a very long time? How do I want to be? I want to stress this: the old roles we used to survive are not evil. They were simply a strategy to survive. And if you like to help other people, if you like to take care of others, don't drop that. Just choose it consciously. Choose consciously which aspects you keep. And here we come back to the Cinderella story. Cinderella shows us that transformation is choice. The glass slipper is a symbol for your unique power, waiting to be claimed by discovering and embracing who you truly are. The ball at the palace is a symbol for your life, when you allow yourself to step into your power, when you allow yourself to show the world who you really are. All facets, all aspects of yourself integrated. Cinderella also shows that you don't need to wait for permission, that you already have the power to change your story. So, which part of Cinderella's story feels familiar to you? The silence? The waiting? The pretending? Comment below. I'd like to hear your story of people-pleasing. And if you want to explore your own archetypes, step into your power, shed the roles that keep you small, and step into your empowering self. Hit follow and subscribe. Let's walk this path together, mask by mask, role by role.